All right, well, hitting the buttons. All righty, quiet on the set.
Fuck.
All right. Quiet on the set. You're listening to WRFB Radio Free Britannia. And this is Lunch, coming to you live from Deltona, Florida. Here are the dynamic duo themselves, Laz and Jack.
Greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack without my Bluetooth headset. So hopefully we don't get any blowback from my microphone. But welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the Shroud of the Avatar news so you don't have to do anything other than question your own personal life choices and ours, because it's Taco Tuesday. And that means giveaways are open on both streams. ! Bundle me on both streams to get in on the streamer bundle, because remember, 2 for Tuesday. And if you want to get in on the Steam key giveaway on Laz's side, that's going to be ! I love free shit. On my side, it's pound the bootay.
Pound it.
Because pounding the bootay is so much more entertaining. So Laz, how's your Tuesday started off?
Oh, it's been crazy. I tell you what.
Crazy?
Well, Mom's got a birthday coming up this week.
Oh.
And
you got to get ready for the party?
And we've been planning a party that she doesn't care for.
Did you get all the strippers and everything else?
Oh, well, they canceled last minute, so
Oh, damn.
But you want to hear fun. I'm going to give you a quick synopsis, but before I do that, I'm going to say welcome to today's show, boys and girls. It is Taco Tuesday, otherwise known as 2 for Tuesday. October 22nd, 2024 here inside and outside Shroud of the Avatar. And yes, so originally planned to go to a specific restaurant. Mom decided she didn't want to go to that restaurant, even though there's a restaurant that she goes to on quite the regular basis.
Oh,
So,
that's no fun.
so
Yeah.
uh, she decides on another restaurant, and I call this restaurant and make the plans, and everything seems to be okay. I said, okay, I'll call you the week of just to verify our plans and, nail everything down so you make sure you have enough staff and, everything we need to do that. So I called these people yesterday. It's got nothing to do with, what they did, to tell you the truth, Tina. I don't really know what the problem is, but call the restaurant, and the girl who apparently I spoke to is only a waitress. She had no authority and only works Wednesdays and Thursdays, and they didn't really know anything about this. So originally I planned to have, 25 people sit down. They had a private room,
Yeah.
in the back, and we're going to go ahead and use the private room. So call yesterday, and the guy's like, well, I need an order for by Wednesday, tomorrow. Because, I said, well, what do you need? You need an order. I says, we're doing a la carte. He says, oh, no, I can't do that. I said, well, that's not what we were told. Oh, wait, it gets better. It gets better. Not what I was told, but okay, I'll get back to you. So, as call my dad, call a couple of people, call the other restaurant. The other restaurant says, yeah, we can take care of you, no problem. And they have a separate room, and they have varying options, but the option that I wanted not available. So
Uh-oh.
there is that. Okay. So we call him back today, the original guy, and say, okay, we're going to do what, you suggested we do. And when we call him to do this, he goes, well, I've already ordered my chicken for the week, so I can't accommodate you. And also, our back room doesn't have any power. So,
What the fuck?
yeah. So yesterday I spoke to you. Why the fuck didn't you tell me yesterday that your back room is out of power, because that's the room we plan on using? Yeah.
Yeah.
You fucking asshole. I mean, do you just not want the fucking business, or what the hell is the problem?
Mhm.
So, scramble, 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 scramble. Meanwhile, again, I know this other place will take me, with no notice, no, other stuff. But yeah, fucking guy, tells me he needs an order by Wednesday. Here I am calling on Tuesday, and he could have told me yesterday that his fucking room had no power for us to go into. But why he didn't tell me? Oh, by the way, today was his day off, so we're trying to get him.
Yeah.
He's not even fucking there today. After I spoke to him yesterday, so they had to call him at home, I guess, and he had to call us back. So
Maybe you should have talked to the waitress that you originally talked to.
well, she's not there till tomorrow either. So it's like, well, fuck me. Yeah. So
So since you're on plan number 17, does that mean you're doing it at the house?
well, that was another option, but can't do that either, because I've got a couple members of the family who are allergic to cats. So I
Oh.
can't have them here either, which, mom was like, screw it. We'll just do it here. And I'm like, I can't do that. First off, we don't have room to seat that many people. I mean, I could squeeze it, but, it's a pain in the ass. Two,
Well, make it an outdoor pool party, and
yeah,
then
no,
you've
I
got that covered.
don't have that kind of room out back. I mean, I got
Eh,
room, but again, I could have fit them all here inside the house. I mean, I got out here,
just
I've got
not
the kitchen.
25.
I
Yeah.
not all in one room. Yeah, So, long.
I can fit 25 people in my bedroom because
I
I've seen
know.
it.
You can fit 25 people on that bed of yours. I tell you what.
Nah, that might be pushing it.
But yeah, so that's how my Tuesday morning has been going so far. So we're booked into the restaurant that Mom didn't want to go to, and unfortunately, that's where we're going.
Yeah.
And you know, now I just got to call everybody who's on the list and now tell them that we're going to a different restaurant. But
Yeah.
yeah,
That's what surprises are about. She'll have a nice surprise.
yeah, right. Yeah, but meanwhile, she's like, well, you got to call everybody. It's like, yeah, listen, I can make a dozen phone calls. That's not a problem. Telling everybody we got 4 days to tell everybody that we're going someplace different, which, yeah, point A or point B doesn't make a difference when they're just even if I had to call them on Friday and say, hey, we're going to a different restaurant, didn't really matter. It's only a couple phone calls, and you know, we can get them to the new location. No big deal.
Oh
So
yeah.
that's how my Tuesday's going. How's your Tuesday going?
Well, I did something special. I went outside and I got my sticker.
Oh, you actually left the house and went and
I
vote
had to put on
bad.
pants early and do weird things. And after I did that, I got my sticker. So, yes, I performed that portion of my civic duty.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah.
And you voted?
Yes. As the sticker on my nose says, I voted.
I never vote early.
Yes.
Always vote early. Always.
Well, yesterday was the first day of early voting in Texas. So
Yeah, I think it
I
was
skipped
was
to.
here also.
Yeah, so I skipped to day 2 because I figured the lines would be much worse. My brother did tell me that he had to wait an hour in line yesterday. My
Really?
wait was like 15 minutes or so.
Yeah. See, I avoid those problems. Yeah.
Where I live,
I just get mine right here and I
Yeah, no.
hand
So
deliver it.
Conjurer asks, can't you vote by mail? So the requirements in Texas are very strict as far as who can vote by mail, and I don't qualify for that. So
Yeah, so
most
ours,
all
but
the voting takes, and also like for early voting in my county, there's only 3 early voting places, which actually makes things very, very frustrating.
yeah. And what are you saying, Lomir?
I was gonna say that for around here, it's not a big issue to for when you have to vote. It's not very busy.
Yeah, and I have the same thing here. Is again, voting by mail is a little picky. You have to be, of course, signed up in advance to get the ballot. But usually, what we do is we get our ballots by mail, but then we go just drop them off at the voting
Polling
place.
location.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so you know, um, I may just mail it in this year, but I mean, the polling place is like really close to the house, so we just seal them up, drive by, and go just hand drop them. And it's 1, 2, 3 because you don't have to wait in no lines. You've already got your ballot. You've already got it filled out. All you got to do is just drop it. So is
Yeah.
yeah. But if you are eligible, you should do, as Jack said, your civic duty and go vote. Every vote does count, and regardless of who you're voting for, what your political affiliation is, as he said, it is your civic duty because a no vote is still a vote, believe it or not. As the infamous line of Rush says, even if you choose not to decide, you still have made a choice. And that choice could make a difference in some races. But anyway,
Rush, I see.
yes. But
First, I thought
Andrew, that sucks. But I hope your mom is doing well. My mom is a double cancer survivor.
Yeah.
Well over 20 years since she got rid of hers, and we're just happy that she's still with us, celebrating her 80th birthday this week. So God bless
You,
her.
you know what? My mom would have been 78 last week if she was still around.
Wow. But
So,
moving
so
right
our
along.
parents are pretty much the same age.
Mine just a tad bit older. My dad and my
Yeah.
mom both turned 80 this year.
Yeah. Think my dad would have been 82 on it in his birthday, whenever that is.
But moving
Ho-
right along, we have some updates to a topic from yesterday, which
wait.
gotta love our friend Coeur d'Alene getting us started here on this topic.
Yes, the revisit of will we see a Unity update in 2025? Coeur d'Alene with the update Outlook not so good.
I love the Magic 8 Ball. That's just too funny.
Yes.
Too funny. And then followed by Cat 2, who
Yes.
has probably some of the best insight that, again, we were discussing this yesterday.
The plane.
Not Tattoo,
Yes.
Cat 2.
How to having developed systems in work that were lacking updates on certain JavaScript stuff, it would have caused weeks and even months of work to get most legacy parts to work again. I have some experience with stuff like this, so considering that there is almost zero new features, just simple content for however long time, then wanting for them to even have understanding of the scale of fixing broken stuff when upgrading 6-year-old systems. Unity 2018, 18, 2024, 8-year-old systems. I would not expect it to be
No,
really
that's 6.
on the backlog. Oh yeah. Sorry. I
Well,
can't math today.
yeah,
I'm Shroud mathing things.
you're doing good Shroud math though.
Yeah, I'm doing
Absolutely.
great Shroud math. There is code that was written 10 years ago and left as is. Piles and piles of legacy trouble waiting to go haywire. It's a huge tax and takes a lot of time. If they have such dev capability and the time, it would be best to use it to spice up the game, in my opinion, obviously. Legacy code is hard and upgrading is hard. Source. I have shoveled piles of dung and it's traumatic at best.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Absolutely. And again,
I agree with you wholeheartedly on that. The fact that they used like 3,000 different shaders for visuals, consolidations, and then you have all their bad code at the beginning and the outset. Fixing all of that is a massive undertaking. Now, I will say that I had a conversation with someone earlier this morning where they were actually asking me whether or not I think that the outage last year, remember the 2 weeks outage that removed a month and a half of progress, was related to them attempting to do a Unity upgrade. My response was, it was more than it was more than likely a unpatched or a untested merge request straight into production, because fuck it, we'll do it live. Works so well for their team.
indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, as I was saying yesterday, again, as somebody who's previously run an online game, while I didn't have to do, all the heavy lifting, all the coding, all I really did was admin the place. But any time that we had to upgrade from one version of, there's a word I'm looking for. One version of the platform to the next version of the platform, it always broke scripts. And now you're going to try and make a jump not only from a couple of years old, but I mean, the one you wanted to make a jump to is now outdated by 6 years. Because what are we on? Like Unity 16, I believe, 2016 we're on currently. which would make that 8 years. I think that's where you were getting your 8-year count from originally. They were going to upgrade to Unity 2018, which again, now Unity 6 has come out. So 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and now Unity 6, getting rid of the yearly count, pulling a
Yes.
Windows and changing up the names again, because we went from Unity 4 to Unity 2016 to 2023 to Unity 6. So Unity pulling a Windows by just, changing up their naming configurations and, doing whatever it is they're.
Well, the funny part is like when remember Owl's Head was actually developed in Unity 4. So
That's
why did
right.
they go to Unity 5 became what, Unity 2021
I thought it was 16.
or something like that. But they should have gone like, okay, we're now on Unity 9 or whatever it is. The ninth major release of Unity instead of 6. But
They should have
that's just
upgraded.
naming convention.
Yeah, but they should have also upgraded with every long-term support release as the long-term
Yes.
support releases came out, and not sat there and waited and waited and waited and waited, because now again, as Cat 2 has pointed out, I
It's a
don't see
monumental task.
I don't see it happening whatsoever. They should just take the new Unity, throw it in there, and then try and compile all the scripts and start working from there. And then if they can get that to function,
Well, the part of the problem, as we discussed yesterday, was who are the devs that they have available to them that would actually be able to work on something like fixing a shader or finding out that a feature that they're using has been deprecated and updating the naming style. Because who on the team is really a C++ dev?
it's a good question.
Yeah, because it's not Ravelox, not Laney, not what's her face? Shit.
Allium.
Allium. Who else is on the team right now? Oh, it's definitely not Scotty.
Yeah, well, shaders is just one of the little problems.
Well, but I said C++ because majority of the game was written in C++, I believe.
I thought it was a combination of C++ and C#, but yeah.
Possibly. Sorry. So who is the Object C person around here? Which is another version, or C, or yeah.
See who?
Exactly. It is one where it's like, who on the team would have the skill set to undertake a Unity upgrade?
Well, that's to be seen. We've been waiting for that next staff meeting to get our yearly roadmap, but with the time running out, being the end of October and 2 months left in the year, I doubt we're ever going to see said update. So again, we're a little over a week from, what is it, 131 coming up, which will happen next Wednesday because reasons, which is also a first in our 10+ year history, that we're doing a Wednesday release, which again, I don't understand why. You could have either pushed it up a week like you do for Thanksgiving and Christmas, or you could have just released on the 31st because ain't none of us you know doing anything on Halloween unless there's a concert on Halloween. Maybe there's a concert on Halloween.
There's got to be a concert that Ravalox is going. That's why he couldn't
Yeah.
publish it.
Who's going to volunteer to do it for free? Yeah, well, you'd be surprised.
Yeah. Yeah. No, well, yes. And Tina's like, yes, I've done a little work playing with shaders. They really are a whole different thing that requires someone who knows them. Yes. It is one where this is a continuation of the self-imposed chopping of their own legs off.
Mm.
Da, 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 da.
Indeed. But moving right along. Yes, are we going to see an update? And the question was in 2025, not even this
Yes.
year.
Yeah, not even this year.
Which,
2025.
yeah, that was the original question because apparently the faith in having it done this year is little to none. And of course, I would have to guess that, again, the fate of this update is, in the wind, as it may be, because I just don't see it happening, at least, especially not, with all the, years that have gone by, with all the releases that have happened. Again, if you're going to make the attempt, take the new Unity 6, just throw that on a machine, import all your stuff, and try and compile it and see what it spits out. You might get lucky.
Yep.
You might not, but I don't expect you to get you with that fucking sticker on your nose.
I don't know what you're talking about. What sticker on my nose?
You're too much.
I mean, I could put it on my forehead.
There you go.
But that actually, I can feel that much more than on my nose. On my nose, I just have to look at the back of the sticker occasionally.
Hold your breath. December 2025 might be the release day. No, that won't happen. Again, historically, November and December's release are always a week before.
A week forward, yeah.
Yeah. So I doubt that. Let's see something just out of curiosity. 2025. Let's just see what December 2025 looks like.
Reminds me of Rimmer. I need an H on my forehead.
Yeah, December 25th would be the last. Yeah, absolutely. You're right. But no, that'll most likely be on the 18th next year. So, yeah, could have been, but most likely not going to happen. Most likely not going to happen. But you know what is going to happen here momentarily is we're going to get ready and pull some streamer bundles. So make sure you are bundled up because it is 2 for Tuesday. And we're going to be getting ready to pull those.
Oh, a couple minutes on that.
Yeah. In just a couple minutes.
I didn't realize that we spent that much time on that.
Yeah, well, as let's talk about some fishing real quick. I think we can get that out of the way real quick.
Oh, if I can find the fishing one.
This comes from Vulcan Jedi. Fish.
Yeah, well, like I said, I've got to find that one.
Fuck it, shit happens.
Da, 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 da. Fishing from the Fish Throne should give some kind of fishing bonus, Vulcan Jedi says. Having a water or beachfront property allows you to fish from a sitting position. Why not have some kind of bonus if you're sitting in a fish throne? it adds +10 to patience. Should you also get a bonus from fishing from a boat? I think that would be nice to have nets in the game where you have a chance of catching more than one fish at a time. Remember, if you're going to be fishing, the best way to fish is naked and drunk. Those give
Naked
you the
and drunk.
best bonuses related to fishing. Absolutely. You heard it here from Lunch with Laz and Jack. It is the guaranteed way to improve your fishing stats. Must be naked and drunk.
Absolutely the best.
Yes.
That would require writing a test for it.
Yes.
Yeah, Conjure in game.
In game or in real life from Knight Rider as well.
If
Both.
you can get away with it in real life, yeah, well then
just
go
beware
for
of the fish hook in real life.
it. Yeah.
I mean, don't hook yourself. I mean, unless you're into that kind of thing. But
Also, beware of the game warden and the local police in real life too, unless
yeah,
you're on private property.
I mean,
Yes.
but what would the game warden say if you're naked? I mean, can they cite you for that?
Sure.
Okay. Public indecency. Yeah.
Game wardens are also peace officers. A lot of people don't know
Yes.
that. Is
Yes.
here's the kicker. There's a guy down here who has a YouTube channel, and he's the armed fisherman. And
Oh,
down here we have a very little known law that
open carry?
there is no open carry unless you are on your way to or from hunting, fishing, or camping. Those are the only times that you can open carry in the state of Florida. So if you're on your way to or from hunting, fishing, or camping, or to the gun range, you can open carry anything. A handgun, AR, and any legally owned weapon can be open carried during those 4 scenarios. So this guy goes out and he carries a sidearm. He carries an AR across his chest. He's got his cameras all held up, and he goes all over Florida fishing. To bring awareness to the fact that this is actually legal, and it's just one of those things that if the police stop you down here and ask you for your fishing license, you do not have to provide the fishing license to the police. The only people you have to, by law, provide your fishing license to is the game wardens, because the game wardens have a whole database that the police don't have access to, because the local and state police do not have access to the database of the fishing license, so they're not allowed to ask for it. Well, they can ask for it, but again, if you know your laws properly, because sometimes they try and use that as a way to ID you illegally, especially when you're open carrying and they think that you're breaking the law. But
yeah.
And this guy, he's been stopped. He's stopped almost every single time he's out, because there's always somebody who doesn't, understand that, you can do that here. But meanwhile, he gets the police all the time. Well, you have a fishing license? You need to have a fishing license. We need to see that you got a valid. Well, sorry, you call the game warden, because you guys aren't allowed to demand my fishing license because you have no access to the database to verify whether it's valid or not. And he gets them all the time. And then they got to call the game warden, and then he shows the game warden, and then still fucks the cops because he still doesn't have to provide it to the cops. So the game warden comes, looks at it, and goes, "Yeah, he's got a valid fishing license," and that's all the game warden's got to say. They don't have to ID him; they just have to say whether he's got a valid fishing license at all, and then, he goes about his way most of the time. But one of those interesting little unknown laws here in Florida. But meanwhile, we are now running late on picking our
I don't know. You're running late. I
Oh,
pulled my wieners,
you pulled them
and
without telling anybody? Is that what you're saying?
well, you were rambling on about naked fishermen. So, or I'm sorry, armed fishermen.
Yeah.
But Knight
Pull a
Rider and Andrew
Hari
Night Owl.
and conjure a dragon.
Da, 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 da.
All right, so let's get some streamer bundles out to these guys. Gonna move this stuff out of here. Kalahari. Here is yours. You are a wiener. And conjure a dragon. Is he in game? I don't see him. Hebert
Okay.
Paraxicum.
What?
I was looking for conjurer.
Conjurer's not in the game, not on the lot.
Yeah, I see that. I see that.
He is not present in any way, shape, or form in Shroud of the Avatar at present. He shall make his presence available later.
But moving right along, what shall we talk about next?
Well, let's go ahead and talk. Do you want to talk about that thing that's in 4 days?
Do we want to, or we want to save that for tomorrow?
That is good news. It is fantastic news for people.
Okay, well, I guess we will cover it today and then again maybe on Friday. So,
Okay. So, you may or may not have received a forum post notification and an in-game message about the wedding of Irish Eyes and Galorn in Mysteria. Because hear ye, you are cordially invited to the soda wedding of Irish Eyes and Galorn.
are you not
The
reading the forum
esteemed-
post?
I'm reading both at the same time.
Well,
I'm picking and choosing which
yeah, I was
words I'm reading.
gonna say, yeah.
The esteemed Coswald Dirthma will be performing the ceremony, and Aline Dragonfire will be the DJ. There will be a reception to follow the wedding. Please come by and enjoy the dancing, the spirits, and the fireworks. To get to the party, please take the Irish and Galorn Forever After town sign in the town of Mysteria. We look forward to seeing you there.
That must be about what book or
Yes.
whatever I got in the mail.
It is going to be Saturday, the 26th of October at 7 o'clock in the evening, Central Standard Time.
Nude Britannia time.
Nude Britannia time. I like how it's like some places they put Central Standard Time, Nude Britannia time. Reception and merriment to follow. Don't forget the town of Mysteria. Click the sign to go to the Irish and Galorn Forever After. A special in-game cloak will be sent out after the wedding. They hope to see you there with the greatest regards. Irish Eyes and Galorn hammer through.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Now, on a couple of side notes, I was originally asked to officiate that, but I could not guarantee the time that they wanted because it is a Saturday and I go out on Saturdays. But on another note, this is actually following, well, not following, but in conjunction with a real life wedding. They're actually getting married in real life first, and then they've decided to share that with their Shroud Avatar family and community here as well afterwards in a special in-game event. So if
Yeah.
you see Irish Eyes and Gaylorn in game, or if you happen to know them, we've met. At least I've met Irish Eyes. I think you've met Irish Eyes before too. She's at least one of the conventions several years back, if not a couple of them. And nice lady. And congratulations to the two of them. Always great hearing, great news for people who met online in a community like ours, and have gotten along and decided to tie the knot. So congratulations to the two of them. And again, if you have the time, take the time out of your day to go see them and support their nuptials and all that good stuff. And of course, getting a cloak to add to your collection doesn't
Yes.
hurt as well. Now, on this topic, inclusive is yet another topic that needs to be talked about, and this was brought up in the forums about our printing presses.
What? Our printing presses? Are you referring to a printing press for scrolls into blank pages? I was recently creating wedding invite scrolls to mail out with the red ribbon. You can only copy books, not scrolls or blank pages. It would be a huge time saver to make a way to copy those. Thank you for your consideration. You can copy those with the magic printing press. It doesn't require the blank book. What? I did not know that.
I did not know that either, so let's go
Wait.
test that theory. I'm going to take this and throw this back into my inventory. We are going to run around to the printing press. You're going to use that
I only have a
one.
copy book.
Let's see.
Oh! Just
drop it in there, right?
Just drop it in the inventory and then just hit craft.
Yeah.
What?
Hit
Talk
craft,
about some Shroud math.
and it actually makes it into a book.
No, well, mine's not into a book.
Well, mine came out as a book.
Well, so it's increasing the number of the what's it called? Published books that I've created.
What do you mean?
So my published book number is increasing for some odd reason because of the number of invitations that I have created.
Where do you see published book?
Where it's got the copy book.
Oh, you mean 18?
Yeah.
Is that going up or is it going down?
It's going up. So every time I craft a new one, it's going up because it used to be one of one. So I've made lots of invitations.
Oh, very interesting. Well, funny enough, here, let me just share this with you. Where did you go? Back to the lot? Is when you do it on the other printing press, it actually turned it into a book.
That's funny.
Yeah, see?
Oh, that by
one,
Galorn Hammer through. Wow.
is one a regular printing press, the other a magical printing press?
Well, the one is the which printing press was the one I used. Yeah, one is the magical printing press, which is this one, which Jack was on. The one I was
Yes.
on was the Sword of Midras printing press, which actually just turns it into a book. But interestingly
I want to see what
enough, yeah,
happens if I do it on that one.
yeah, you're just going to get a book out of it.
Oh, I did. Well, I think that's because the way that I did get the sort of Midras covered book, and that's because of the way that this one was done, because it skins the book with the blade of the Avatar,
Yeah.
or the sort of Midras cover, which became the blade of the Avatar. It's really funny.
But very interesting and good information to know that
Yeah,
not only can books be copied, but scrolls like this that can be copied. And I believe there's a limit there. I wonder what the limit is. Did you uh, use up your 12 free ones? I guess you used a whole bunch of them. So
I don't think I used my 12 free ones. I still have a couple left.
yeah, you would have to put paper in if you haven't used the free ones. The free ones don't require paper, but
Yeah.
I'm just curious whether a sheet of paper will actually turn into the scroll once you've used the 12, or whether or not.
That is you learn something new
Yeah,
every
absolutely.
day. Because do you actually have to have all those blank scrolls in your inventory?
But there is the answer to that. Using one printing press will actually get you a book. The other one will actually just copy the invite. And yeah, notice that the one that you made just says by Gaylord and Hammerthrow, keeps his
Yes.
authorship, but not created by, whereas the original one is crafted by him.
Yes.
So interestingly enough, and then the same thing, so it keeps the authorship for that. Plus, the book actually weighs 1 stone, whereas the paper all weighs 0.01 or
Shroud
point
math.
0.1. Yeah,
Well, we don't know what the unit of measure is. Pounds, kilograms, grams,
fish.
Kelvin. It some unique thing to this world, and I'm aware that Kelvin is used for temperature and not for weight. But this is Shroud, and we do know that Shroud math is Shroud math. So could be.
Okay. So, what do we want to talk about next? We want to talk about squirrels. We want to talk about lot deeds.
Well,
Squirrel,
let's go with the lot deed,
a lot deed.
because Cara Bray has an expired lot deed. For a couple years now, I've been logging on every month just to look at my lots and collect the login reward. I guess I haven't been doing that for a while because I just now logged in to learn that my deeds expired in September. I am shocked because I thought my lot deeds, at least the ones that came with my expensive pledges, would never disappear forever. I thought that maybe only the lot deeds were released, but I can't find my deeds in the user interface either. Your lot deeds should be in the property manager in the stained glass window menu icon. The deeds themselves are either in the bank or your inventory. The houses and all the items were placed on the lot go to the property manager for easier replacing of the fallen lot. This seems to be common misconception, probably due to the tax-free nature of some deeds. Okay. For one, what is if you had like Lord of the Isle, Lord of the Manor, what is the time gap between logging in?
Lord of the Manor, Lord of the Isle is over a year. But
Yeah,
I
it's
can pull.
over
I
a
can pull that
year.
up. Yeah,
Yeah.
hold on here. I'm pulling this up
So,
right now.
well, Laz, we don't even have to pull that up because this lot that we're on is owned by a lord, even though I'm a duke on this count. 270 days. Laz's lot as a duke is like 364 or something like that. 360 days.
Here it is. Citizen,
Okay.
150 days. Elderman, 180 days. Knight, 210 days. Knight Marshal, 240 days. Lord, 270 days. Lord Marshal, 300 days. Baron, Baron 2, Baron 3, 330 days. Duke, 360 days. Lord of the Manor and Lord of the Lord of the Manor and
Manor
Lord of the
2.
Manor, which is Lord of the Isle, is 390 days. All others are 120 days.
Yes.
So each one of them differs in their expiration time. But do you not check your email? Do you not check
Well,
that on a daily basis? Because when your lot is below its tax level.
but Laz, remember Shroud math related to things.
Well,
You get emails when you're not supposed to.
Well, no, now that I'm thinking about this, that's a good point. Is
Yeah, I don't think I ever received a
You don't
lot
receive
expiration
emails
warning.
on lot expiration warnings on tax-free deeds
Yeah.
because let's get over here. And I should have some warnings coming up in about 5 days on these two taxable deeds. But all the rest of my deeds, you don't get warnings because they don't get down. Now, of course, I've never gotten close to anywhere near a year of not logging in to even figure that out. But I'm assuming I'm going to take a. Yeah, I shouldn't do that. That there would be some kind of warning when your tax free is down under, you know, or maybe not. Maybe that's a question I need to ask.
I don't know. I don't recall ever recently.
Also,
But
the clicker on the slider here doesn't work. You can't just grab the slider and slide it. You have to use the scroll wheel to scroll between your lots, apparently. Trying to grab the slider and slide it, just,
are you saying that the user interface needs some tweaks?
The UE has a problem? What?
The
No.
the user interface is Shroud of the half-assed.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Cannot grab that on the side.
yes.
Plus, it's
Shroud
not the
of
game's job to report your crap is being moved. Yes.
no, yeah. And to me, the 120 days for all others, why give people 4 months to log out of the game and then not show up? How long was it in UO?
Good question. Well,
Was it like 2 weeks
I don't know. Let's see.
or a week?
I think it was over a month.
Yeah.
Deed expirations. That's a good question. Deed expiration.
5 days. Oh wait, so that's 5 days at the in danger of collapsing or condemned or whatever demolition. Well, they changed that shit from when I played. But houses, that's 120 days of not paying for a subscription. And they will fall on the 127th day. Oh, your loot's free. But I thought it was like something like 30 days. But they must have updated that a
Apparently,
long
they
time
have
ago.
vendor rental deeds now, and
Yeah.
house rental deeds, and property rental deeds.
So the overall time from like new to in danger of collapsing is 5 days.
Really?
Yeah. So that is from UO Stratix.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. Like
Interesting.
new. Yeah.
Anyway, let's get back to lanes real quick
So,
before we.
so it's one where it's like, why give everybody, especially considering they are giving away 2 deeds for completing the quest line, and also allowing the option to upgrade those deeds, and Kodos do drop in game, whatever.
Okay, back to land. Tick tock, tick
So
tock.
back to lane. This seems to be a common misconception, probably due to the tax-free nature of some deeds. Lots have always expired to free up locations for players that no longer play. The length of time on the tax-free lot before expiring is based on the pledge level of the owner's account, logging into the game, or having a piece of decoration on the lot moved by another player with sufficient permissions resets the expiration timer. Homes and their decorations can now be found in the property manager to save redecorating. The lot deeds can usually be found in your inventory, if not check your bank. Thank you so much. The lot deeds were in the bank. My main house isn't place anywhere deed, but I placed it in what once was a thriving POT. Now the POT is pretty much deserted. So I had no problems reclaiming my lot there and restoring everything. The reason I panicked was because I thought my deeds themselves were gone. Oh no. I understand why lots deeds expire without the login in NPC towns or someone's pot. However, it would be nice if they did not expire in one's player-owned town.
That would be nice if you had your own player-owned town, like many do.
Your houses never expire?
Never expire in your own POT would be very nice. Yes.
Yeah. And that's funny. And someone's complaining that they still have not received their fishing hat 3 weeks later.
Yeah, well, the answer to that is Laney's in Europe. So when Laney gets back from overseas, because there is an ocean between her and us, you will get it when she gets back. I thought we covered that the other day, but apparently not.
Was there an official forum post about it?
No, it was in our Discord.
Yes. I didn't buy it, did you? But still.
No, but Andrew bought like 5 of them. And I know Knight Rider bought at least one.
Yeah. Cece's like, what? No hats?
CC, I thought you didn't even buy that stuff. I thought you were taking a break. Yeah, I knew you couldn't stay away that long.
It's all good. It's all good. She probably did not take her laptop with her.
I'm sure she does.
Yes, needs more volunteer squad. Yes. And oh, fuck you. My login just expired for Moobot. So hope giveaway still open, but I'm just clicking the announce button.
You want to read Conjurer's final comments on that, or do we really need to read?
No, no, I don't think we need to
Sorry,
because
Conjurer. We all know this stuff.
yeah. POT should expire off the map as well. Otherwise, you end up with a blank pad on the overland map.
I like somebody's idea that they become like ghost towns, but yeah,
Yes.
literally like ghost towns.
Yes.
But meanwhile, time for us to pull our final giveaways of the day.
And I get to
Let's
mail
go
out
ahead.
streamer bundles to Mordekin and Conjurer Dragon.
We
Because
Morgan and Knight Rider.
oh, Morgan getting 2 bundles.
Nice.
Congratulations. Okay, then let's see who's getting a Steam key on my side. Because you know who's going to be getting a Steam key? Because I don't. Knight Rider getting himself a copy of God's Trigger.
God's Trigger.
You know what? I still have marbles open from yesterday.
Do you?
I can close that. But God's Trigger is going to be a $15 game.
Very cool.
If I can find Knight Rider. There you go.
All right. And the final giveaway of the day, picking ourselves a wiener. And that's going to be Kaziko 82. You're going to get a copy of Toki. Toki going out to Kaziko 82. And Toki is currently, let's see how much Toki is.
Oh, Steam keys have to be like whispered to you or messaged to you in Discord. Can't, but Zico 882 is Trail Brightblade, who was on in Owl's Head earlier.
And Toki is currently $19.99, going out to Kaziko. Congratulations to you, and of course, thank you all for joining us here today and each and every day right here on NBNN. We will return tomorrow. Same time, same channel, same lot, right here on NBNN. Till then, I'm Les.
I'm Jack.
Nom 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 nom. And we are NBNN. Have a great day, everybody. CC, good to see you back. And we'll see you all tomorrow.
Bye-bye.